how is the new bike? It's the brandy new 09, and you're dialing her in.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it does everything pretty good. You know, we made some progress at Road Atlanta on the 08, and you know, trying to plug it into the 09, we're having a little bit of a tough time doing it, but we're definitely getting it done. It's just taking a little bit longer than I thought it was going to do, but I think once we get it, the new 09 is going to be the bike to beat, and it's been the 08's been the bike to beat too already this year. So
this was very, very important. We had, and believe it or not, with it being a super sport bike, with the rules that we have now, you know, you would think less changes, but the bikes now we're allowed to change the swing arm, linkage rods, and then we're allowed to change the steering offset. So it's almost like a stock super bike,
Right.
super sport bike.
This is apparently your first time at Infineon?
Yeah, I love it here. You know, it's an interesting track. You know, a little bit difficult to learn with these blind horizons, but I think I'm getting it down pretty good.
For us, we're just going through a little bit of everything and getting some seat time and getting used to the guys because we're still all new to each other. So everything's coming around, and this track's really a good track to test because it has a little bit of everything. So, you know, it's never easy here, and it proves to be, once again, not easy for me here, but struggling a little bit, but we're getting things better.
Are you throwing more bits at the bike, or are you just kind of changing the geometry of the bits you got?
No, we're trying to sort out the pieces that we have and make sure, you know, we can get everything to work like it's supposed to. Is mostly what we've been working on. We have a couple different links. We have a couple different shocks. There's more shock specs available now than there have been in years past, I think. And so it's coming up with the right combination of things to make it work like it's supposed to. And I quite honestly still feel like we're looking for a starting point, like a base. You know, and we started in that direction in Atlanta, and the bike got much easier to ride. So our results helped, you know, they were a bit better there. And here at the test, we've kind of continued that process so that hopefully when we get to Barber, we're even closer.
Last time I rode it, it was pretty stock, and now it's pretty much has most of our race parts on there. So it's a little bit different, but you know, it was pretty easy to get used to, just to get up going at a reasonable pace. But now to start pushing and find, you know, those last few seconds is, you know, it feels a little bit different, and we're having to start changing some stuff, and we have quite a few things to test. So so far it's been good, but we're gonna have a busy couple days.
Right now I'm still really learning the track. I've only been here once on a 125, so this is the first time really on a 4-stroke. It's quite different. I'm still learning all the little tricks, little places, gain time, so it's getting there.
Was there a particular trick that was a really good one in a turn that you learned?
Unlike, you know, $200 software that you buy at Office Max, it doesn't tell you what the problem is. That's why you need to have a good crew to find what the problem is. So, you know, a little thing doesn't come up on the screen saying that something, you know, that your touchpad stopped working or whatever, you know. So in the end, they'll find it in the next pretty soon, and you know, they got some work to do tonight. We've figured out a couple of things, and we figured out that we need a couple more things from a suspension standpoint with springs and, you know, different things like that. So, you know, we're certainly moving along.
Okay, brutal heat, and you went to the bitter end.
Yeah, we have to, because this is the first test we've had with all the, so to speak, good parts for the bike, and we had to make the most of each day. So we just said, we're doing it, you know? When it's 1 o'clock, lunch over, start. We have 4 hours, boom, we just go out there. And even yesterday, we were the ones who were like begging them, please, for the extra half hour, which they gave us, which is cool. Yamaha's made huge steps here.
Well, I understand you came away from the test with the fastest lap times.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, don't forget the Yosh guys are developing a new bike. So they have, you know, they had more work than we had to do probably.